So pH problem, so a couple of formulas, which I'm not going to encourage you to use, but I'm going to show you anyway. pH is the negative log of the hydrogen ion concentration, assuming the hydrogen ion concentration is in units of molarity, which is this M here. The other way you could solve these is you would do kind of the anti-log, where you would say 10 to the negative pH is the hydrogen ion concentration. Much easier. That what we're going to do is we're just going to look at the power on the 10. It's a log base 10, and we're going to use that to figure out the pH. So here, if you look here, this says, actually here we'll erase that there so that it's easier to see. So here, this is 0.01. 0.01, if I write that in scientific notation, I have to move the decimal 2 places. So it's going to be 1, because this number here is a 1. So it's going to be 1 times 10 to the minus 2. The unit stays the same as molarity. Notice that is the same as what I have here. So I have the hydrogen ion concentration in scientific notation or in standard notation. So now I notice this pH is 2. So what is it? pH of 2. If I look at the power on the hydrogen ion concentration, the power of it, that tells me the pH. Let's see if this holds up for the next one. So for the next one here, I have 0.0001. So if I move the decimal, and I'll just do that down below here, molarity. So I'm going to move the decimal 1, 2, 3, 4 places. So I get 1 times 10 to the negative 4 molarity, which is the same as I have here, 1 times 10 to the minus 4, and the power on it is 4. So with that being said, you can then find the pH. So the pH of 4 is here. And then if I use the scale up here, anything less than 7 is going to be an acid or acidic. So I can classify those two as an acid. This next one, pH is 9. I'm going to look over here, and it's in this realm here. That's going to be a base. So just 7 is neutral. Sometimes in natural ecosystems, they'll do a little bit wider range of that. But just to be safe, let's just say neutral is 7. So here, if I look at this one, 1 times 10 to the minus 7, I would write that as 0.00000001 molarity. Okay, what do? I take my 1. So here, I will erase this down here so you can see this a little bit better. I'm gonna take that, and I'm gonna say it is 1, and I have to move the decimal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 places. So I fill in each of these little places with a 0, and that's where I get my 6 zeros and then my 1. So that's 0.000001 molarity. Why isn't it 7 zeros? Because I had to move the decimal the 1 place to cover that 1. So this pH here then ends up being 7. It's that power there, and 7 is going to be neutral. So I'm going to encourage you to go and try the rest of this page of problems, and then there is another link for the answer key. But this is a quick explanation. Again, hopefully you maybe were able to look at it and figure some of this out on your own, but in case you weren't, I hope that helped.